What would it mean to you to have a conversation at the level that you really, really want? What do I mean by this? Hi, I'm Trilby Johnson. I'm a breakthrough mentor and a metaphysical intuitive, and I help conscious, forward-thinking individuals to go beyond limitation in wisdom. So what does it mean? What would a conversation like this look like? First of all, we're going to be addressing the real issue. So if you don't want that kind of conversation, I'm not the person you want to speak to. It's like, don't ask a question if you really don't want the answer. But at the end of the day, what is that costing you? Sometimes we're not always ready. However, it's important to ask the questions that need to be asked. So what I observe in a lot of people that I work with, and of course in myself too, is it's so important to become aware of the pattern. And this is why a mentor is really, really important. Okay. Or a really good friend who, points things out to you in support of what's really going on. I'll give you an example. I had a client call me the other day because they were interested in possibly working with me. Now, this was for an energy session, a breakthrough one-on-one. And we had the discussion, and eventually we got to the price, and immediately they said, oh, I can't afford that. And I think they expected me to argue with them or something. But, if it's all about whether you feel the value for what you want to purchase or not. People go on and on about how expensive things are or whatever. But, you have the choice to choose. And just if something hasn't got a value for you, then that's okay. Just, say no, not for now. Please don't say I don't have the money. Okay, I know this is an etiquette thing that we have where we use it as an excuse. However, your subconscious hears everything you say. Okay, so you can say, okay, thank you, I'll think about it. Now I know marketers say, oh my God, I hate these people who are going to think about it. I need to think about things because I go away and I really allow my intuition to come through and show me the way. Anyway, so the client was surprised where I said, okay. And then they said, I've got to do this and this first. And I got a insight, and I said to them, I don't say this to everybody, but in this particular case, I was guided to say, perhaps you need the session because it will unblock the limitations you have on money. And they kind of went, oh, okay. And I said, keep in touch. And that was it. And about 10 days later, this person booked in, sent me an email saying, oh my God, the money showed up. I can come and see you. And they were so joyful. And what was really interesting, they came for the session, and one of the first things they asked me was why I had said that to them on the phone. So I shared with them that I had felt that they needed to hear that. And obviously they had, because their ears pricked up. Okay, so this is the kind of conversation on a level that's necessary. It doesn't have to be a big conversation. But what I'm saying is, when we're ourselves and we actually follow our wisdom and shine our light, yes, you've probably heard it before, but we allow others to do the same. So I explained to her, she was surprised. She said, but what, on the phone? And I couldn't help it, but I just laughed. And I said, yeah, on the phone. Whether you're here with me or on the phone, or on the other side of the planet. It's just energy, and you're communicating energy. And I feel that, and I reflected that back to you. And it was wonderful because I could see, she had had a shift in consciousness. So these are the kind of conversations we have. It's reframing. It's really my role, I see, is to actually reflect back to you and then guide you and show you what your thoughts are really, what they really are. What is your mind map? Okay, we all need somebody to show us the way and to actually reflect back to us neutrally and in a way that's helpful so that we can have that moment of aha. So it's not always, people think, oh, it's got to be a boring conversation. Well, if it's boring, then I'd say stop thinking, because really it comes from your thoughts, from your feelings. And a lot of us are feeling confused at the moment because there is a hell of a lot going on and we just don't know how to process it. So if you've got someone where you can go and just actually be honest and say, this is how I feel, and then take it from there. I know for myself that was so important, that I had a place where I could go and I could really express whatever it was. There's nothing taboo, okay? Because it's all energy. And if your intention is really, truly one of growth and to get to know yourself, then hey, why not? We've got to ask those questions if you want to grow, okay? If you don't want to grow, that's okay. Just carry on as you have, and that's fine, We are where we are. It's not a judgment. But if you're bumping up against that wall and you're feeling frustrated and overwhelmed, and before you get to the point of desperation, I'm here to tell you there's another way. So follow, comment below, let me know what you think. Did you find this helpful? Was it interesting? Did you have an aha? Or share a moment where you actually had this kind of conversation with somebody and why it's important to you. And yeah, check out the link in my bio. I have many resources there. And of course, if you want to work with me, there's an application to apply to work with me. Have a great day. It's coming up for the weekend. Have a good one. Bye.